like giving up. Yeah, dropping it up in the dust. Every day lifting the run. I don't remember the feel of the sun on my face. I keep waking up. Yeah, fuck everything and I'm down. I got some blood in my grave, I'm no. But it was I do right and I do wrong. I'm looking in the mirror and remember me. See that kind of no shot the right thing. I am the one that's on you, but I don't never remember to breathe. You keep me grinding, I kept it, I grind again. I was another to me. Everything and I'm ripping up out of the six. Never falling in the rubber. Someone gon' find me alive. Yeah, cause someone gon' find me alive. I keep on falling and I'm gonna die. Keep up my hand on the swivel up. Watching my back cause I know all of the haters are miserable. Taking a negative and then a lie. You can be keeping it down. Living on the bottom beat. You coming in and you're free. You wasn't ready for no one that they don't repent. Oh yeah. Mexican Bloody Mary in the morning must only mean one thing. Friday. Getting off. Just got off graveyard. Yeah, so cheers. I guess that's the only thing I would miss about being in Las Vegas, and I don't know. Even Nevada is different once you leave, Las Vegas. Yeah, that fucking, getting a beer at freaking 9 o'clock in the morning might be frowned upon in some other parts of the country. I got one of these and a spicy one, so I'll give you one thing. It's too early for an IPA, that's for sure. So, waiting for it to get warmed up. So, I'm on party time. I know everybody's just waking up, so hopefully you got some coffee in you so you can be. Share this. Share it, like it, hate it. Yeah, buddy, rocking out to that horror metal rap in the morning. Apple Modelo already down. Fumble. So, I don't know. I guess I'm going to try to see if we get a couple people in here, whatever, but it's kind of early, so let's see what happens. Let's end Don't Tread. What's up, Don't Tread? Yeah, let me share this joint real quick, and then I don't know. I guess I haven't been burning on it to try to get one up, but I've been trying to get one up, I guess, or been kind of itching to get one up just a little bit, with McCain dying and shit, and then, people like the left. You know how you could guess and gauge that you're doing correct and doing right and probably morally and everything else in life if it's the opposite of what the Democrats say. The left, for the most part, is one combined ball of shit, and they're just willing to go off the edge together. I mean, I wish they were really literally driving a bus with all of them in it right off the side of the fucking cliff. So can't be that lucky, but whatever. But, now they love McCain. Now McCain died, and everybody who knows he's a fucking traitor and he could help create ISIS and all that other good stuff, and he's pretty much a piece of shit all the way around. Now the left likes him. If they liked him so much, if they wanted a war hero so bad and this, that, and that's why you know, when Trump said he preferred his heroes not get captured or whatever he said, whatever that thing he said that really got McCain and really irked him and made it what it was. And then, you know, the left took that opportunity to pounce on that as like basically Trump doesn't have no respect for war heroes or veterans or whatever. You know, they tried to uh, insinuate, you know. So now they're doing the same thing. Now Trump's McCain's a fucking war hero. All this, that, and the other. Sitting on my couch all fucked up here because somebody decided to put the coffee table all fucked up. Because I'm the. They can't spell go. You should never misunderstand that I am always down to die, and I know that I won't always feel that. I gotta strike. I gotta strike. Okay, yeah. So I gotta clarify for 520. I know he likes to get. You gotta know the details. Yeah, they gave me a strike on my other channel for hate speech because I called Chicago, LA, and New York and all. I called them third world shitholes, and so they gave me a strike for hate speech and gave me a 3-month ban. That's on my unmonetized channel where I just say and do whatever I want. My main channel, motherfuckers at work know that I have that fucking channel. Not to mention, that channel's been struck so many times. Shit. I don't even know. So, it's a good thing G Money's got this dealio set up over here so I could keep my freedom of speech going. So, thanks, G Money. I appreciate that. Yeah, so, yeah, they deleted my thing. I should still have the picture. They struck my account and deleted the fucking video. I don't think they had like here. Where are we at here? So hate speech is just anything now. I mean, literally everything's just hate speech. So fuck them. I gotta do a video real quick. I did a video this morning, so those guys are all good out there. Coast is clear. They got harassed by the popo, but yeah.
This truck's been driving around with Ryan Bundy for governor. Seen it for like the last week. Now it's sitting out in the middle of the desert, surrounded by North Las Vegas police. I can't tell what's going on. I don't know if we'll get the story later.
All right, yeah. So check that video over on my other channel. And there's a couple guys from the Bundy Ranch, and after the popo harassed them, I mean, the way they went out there. I mean, I want to kind of throw that in here. We need to get a little bit of an early morning coffee panel. So Bikes and 520. What up, Bikes? I stuck around and filmed it, what was going on. And then I had to take the kids to school right now. So to handle that, take the kids to school, and then what do you call it? I went back. I went out there after. I mean, the cops had left. Um, I went out. I went out there. They were actually when I left to go drop the kids off. They were still out there. So as I was heading back home, and they were getting ready to leave, and I could see them leaving, so I cruised out there and said what's up, and so I told them, Tactone, 702 and shit. And oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I mean, we're all out there, probably all like two of us. I think maybe all three of us actually were all out there at the Bundy standoff out there in April. What was that? 2014. So, I guess that guy that owns that truck, he's campaigning for Ryan. Really cool guy. So shout out to them. I'm glad they're all right. I was honestly, I was worried because, this is what I was actually going to use as a topic here, sort of. Though that spot right there, when you drive out, and even on like the other side of the highway, people drive out to the middle of that area right there. You're not supposed to be out there. It's BLM land, but it's like all for sale. Like they're selling it, so they won't let you fucking traverse it or camp on it or fuck around on it. It's basically like off limits land. So, when there is a car out there or whatever, somebody usually ends up calling it in the morning, a car out there or whatever, and they usually end up finding the body out there, So, and especially if you know what I mean. Usually when somebody's going to like camp or something, they'll just pull off the asphalt, pull right onto the dirt right there and camp it out or whatever, maybe get harassed, maybe get a ticket. But when you go out into the desert like that, that's where people have been, bodies have been found out there and shit, where it's just a solo car. And that's kind of like how that shit looked when I rolled up. Like they had all the doors open, the truck was sitting way the fuck out there. I recognized the truck automatically. I'm thinking, what the fuck, especially how corrupt, the sheriff is of this county. So I'm glad those guys are all good. It's all clear. My topic is not that. The topic is, so like I'm saying, that's where they find bodies out there. So I guess that's what the police were implying their excuse was for fucking coming so heavy-handed and everything. And they fucking went through their whole rig and everything. They said, the video, I believe they got YouTube and all that good stuff too. So, there's gonna be video of that because they got cameras on their rig and shit. So they're gonna have some cameras and some good footage of North Las Vegas police acting like assholes, I guess. So I'm glad they're all right, and especially, anybody, like the rig was so big and like noticeable and shit, and it's got that big old Ryan Bundy for governor sign on it. That's who I'm voting for. I'm voting for Bundy. But yeah, they're good to go. I mean, they got fucked with. And I think it's crazy because the cops act like, okay, so the cops, I'm not really debating for this topic right in the desert next to my pad. Right. So their excuse to go through their whole shit and violate their Fourth Amendment is basically that they were trying to say that it was like city property and that they can't just be staying on it like that. And that I guess they're implying that that's because, what the fuck they find out there or whatever. I guess that we'll see when they get the whole rundown from there. But let me get this link out to Bikes. Jump in, Bikes. It's early. Grab yourself a coffee, bro. And then Justin, yours only comes up as Justin, like always. I don't know why. So both of you guys got links. Yeah, so my question is, or not my question, but my topic, I guess, to kickball around a little soccer ball here for a little bit is say that okay that the cops Nortown in particular we're using them right now, and when I say Nortown is basically slang for North Las Vegas Police Department because that's what North Las Vegas has always been referred to, especially if we live here, as Northtown. You know what I mean? It's north end of Vegas, but the mostly the northeast corner of Vegas, like the northeast section of Las Vegas. So even when you're in the northwest, that's not considered Northtown. That's not considered North Las Vegas. North Las Vegas is on the way out, leaving Las Vegas more or less. So they have a huge fucking area to patrol and a very small police force. So much so, I guess, that Metro is able to bleed over in their jurisdiction duties or whatever, that they don't have to just be strictly metropolitan. Yeah, Northtown. Exactly. Bikes knows. So they've always, for being the smaller police department, having the bigger, a big ass area to patrol, I guess they've always been kind of heavy handed. They've always dealt with the more, well, I wouldn't say always, but definitely in the 90s for sure, like the 80s and the 90s, they dealt with a lot with the most violent crime probably in the whole city. So they always had a reputation. The Nasty Boys, where they had a SWAT team that was out here, and these motherfuckers, all that was when PCP and all that good shit was hitting real hard, and you could watch episodes of Cops, and you see, you know what I mean, the PCP episodes in North Las Vegas, and a lot of the times when you want, I mean, for small as North Las Vegas is, Northtown was always on Cops. So I guess, do you think it's justified for them to roll out on a scene heavy like that because of what they experience with those situations going out to that kind of thing? I mean, I guess I'm just kind of posing it as something to kickball around, but um, obviously it's not all right for them once they get there and they see everybody's all right to fucking go through with their violation of people's constitutional rights. So we're not even going that far. But the question is, what do you think about cops basically, you know, either actually having the excuse or just using the excuse, whatever, that, oh, well, we rolled in heavy handedly because usually this is what happens right over here in this part of. I mean, if you're a cop, right, and you're doing your thing, I guess, you usually know what to expect in a situation. I guess you pull up. I mean, if it's dead bodies, I guess, I mean, you call it coroner, but you don't just roll up with the army. But they did. They love to drive those. They love to drive those fucking things off road. Those new little fucking SUVs. You know how they all had. Everybody had Crown Vics for the longest time, and back east had Impalas. And I think everybody pretty much across the whole board everybody's driving those Explorers. I believe they're all-wheel drive. They're expensive motherfuckers. You know what I mean? They're fucking decked out all the way. They got everything in them. So, uh, the fuckers are quick. I don't know if they got the turbos in it, but yeah, because that Explorer Turbo was just fucking quick. EcoBoost Turbo. Yeah, they love to fucking take the motherfuckers off the road. They feel like they're fucking in Afghanistan or some shit. Bikes, jump in and give me this play-by-play. I don't fucking want your commenters out in the comment section. So you got a fucking slot here, so I talk to myself. And you're not even drinking, so you'll just be all right. Hey, I tell you what, though, bikes. It's like I work with a couple fools that are born and raised here from all generations, like the generation before mine, and then the generation after that, and then there's me, and then there's probably a couple other cats, and we're wild, dude. We got issues. All of us fuckers from Vegas got issues. What up? What up, Justin?
What's going on? Can you hear me all right?
Fuck no, you're low as shit. Let's see if I turn you up.
Fuck this headset. Here, let me just take my headset off. Now.
A little bit better.
A little better?
Yeah.
Well, fuck. Can't do anything other than that.
There you are. Yeah, actually, yeah, you're way better.
Cool.
And I got you turned up.
Yeah, dude. So, I mean, like, that's kind of a shitty excuse they're using. Oh, we find bodies out here all the time. How many fucking times have you seen them out there fucking pulling a body out of the desert? Well, you've been living there for a while.
A lot.
You would have seen it, yeah?
I mean, well, no, a lot. I do see him doing it a lot. So, like, that's why I was posing the question as, like, an actual question to kick around, you know? Like, I actually do see him. And I went out there and talked to those fools after the cops left. And I was telling them, I was like, they just recently put these signs up because it's BLM land, I believe. And they just put up signs because all this land is for fucking sale. They don't want nobody on it because everybody's fucking either dumping on it, like dumping bullshit on it, or dumping dead bodies on it. You know what I mean? And so it's actually legit as far as them fucking coming in. It's every time that there's been a body out there, it's like drove fucking anywhere from 500 yards out to 1,000 or like 1,500 yards. Like it's a car in the morning. I even see it, you know what I mean? And there's probably 100 people that call it in, maybe 1,000. You'll see it. The sun will come up. There'll be a car way the fuck out in the desert where it's not supposed to be, and everybody knows it, and they call it in. And sure enough, usually when there's somebody out there, you kind of right by where they were at, there's at night you can't even see the sign, and you're just driving out into the desert and you wouldn't even know any different. But on the other side of the highway,
did they say what they were out there for?
They're just chilling. Fucking dude's down here campaigning. He's got a fucking monster rig, and there's basically nowhere you can pull over in town without fucking getting harassed. You know what I mean? And they got a bunch of gear. They got a whole bunch of gear and shit on the thing. So basically trying to pull out into, like, I'd say, fuck, dude, maybe a 20, 30 acre lot or something like that that's just next to the highway that looks like you could do whatever the fuck you want. And I used to.
Yeah.
But
I mean, like down here, what you would see out in those kind of areas is just like, you know, somebody fucking living in their car, you know, which it sounds kind of like a little bit what they're doing, you know, but you know, I don't know. You don't see fucking, what was it, 6 squad cars roll up on them?
They counted, yeah, they counted 8. So
8?
Yeah, because I was just getting off of work and I was following in. Well, no, I was just getting off work coming into town, and that motherfucker ran up my ass. The last dude to get there, he ran up my ass, and I was like, fuck, I'm going to get pulled over. I was like 10 over in a construction, and I just was like, fuck it, I'm going to put my blinker on, moved over. That motherfucker zoomed past me, and he was on his way, bam, right there to that fucking lot. And then that's when I saw, I was like, and the rig is so unmistakable. Like, I knew what the rig was because I've been seeing it right around here on my side of town with the fucking Ryan Bundy on it. And it's got a big old Spartan helmet, a huge yellow Spartan helmet on it. You know what I mean? And it's a monster rig. I can't even describe what bed or what device is on the back. It's not a truck bed on the back of it.
Well, I mean, yeah. I kind of saw a little bit what it was like, even from your video far away. But I mean, here's what's going through their mind. They're like, oh, we have a fucking sovereign citizen out here illegally camping or whatever, fucking Bundy for governor on the side of the truck. Yeah, they're gonna respond with some
That's
bullshit.
what they did, right?
Yeah, it wasn't about no fucking we find bodies out here or
Yeah, but even
druggies or anything like that. A fucking body doesn't shoot back,
exactly.
like you
That's what I
need
was.
eight
That's what I
fucking
was
squad
like.
cars for a body.
Yeah, like how many cops do you need to go pick up the body that you know is going to be there? So like that's why I was still. So that's what they saw. They saw that Spartan helmet on that motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my camera was zoomed in all the way, but if I could, they're on Facebook, dude. You probably even seen their videos. They knew me. I came out there because they were just wrapping up.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I've seen that truck somewhere, Facebook or whatever. I've seen it in a post somewhere for sure.
They're all over Facebook. I believe it's that white dude that blows the white haired dude that blows the horn. I fucking dude, I'm so bad with names, and I just got off work, and I'm fucking just pulled 12. I'm the last thing, you know what I mean? But they were out there at the standoff and everything. So I mean, I seen the one guy. I've seen him a bunch of times in person, and they got the thing going on. But yeah, they that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. But I mean, that's almost the response I get when I'm pulled over, dude. I fucking get pulled over. I mean, it's been a few years now since I've got a ticket or anything, but I get pulled over supposedly for invalid registration, and one DPS pulls me over, comes up and talks to me, and by the time he gets back to his car, I fucking have like 5 other squad cars pull up. Nobody else talks to me. They're just all sitting there. What the fuck is this, man? Who do you think I am?
And
they ain't gonna have no fight for me.
Yeah, they did that shit. There's literally there's a block of Indian reservation inside Las Vegas, and there's like a smoke shop, a dispensary, a little medical clinic, and then like a strip of trailers people live in, right? And then the police substation. So I went into the parking lot. It was night. I went into the parking lot, this tiny ass parking lot with probably can't be more than 10 or 15 parking spots. And I went in the wrong direction, at night, and I fucking came out, hit that stop sign. And there's a stop sign too. This funny thing is if it's only a one way in, why is there a stop sign stopping me right there before I go out? Anyways, they fucking get me coming out of that parking lot, and it's a tribal police. And this motherfucker is like, I'm like, dude, I'm literally probably about to get butt fucked right now on this fucking, 25 acres fucking slot of Indian land right here. But literally this corner store, I'm like going through the parking lot, the smoke shop. I'm like, dude, I'm about to get butt fucked. I got my gun on me. I got weed on me. I'm like, dude, these fools are going to ram me in my ass right here on the fucking thing. I had just like a nug left. I take the nug and I fucking eat that shit, bro. I'm like, that's how this little fucking slot of parking lot is, dude. And I end up almost choking to death on the nug, bro, because it's so fucking dry. You think you could eat weed? That that shit is covered everything. And he pulls me out, handcuffed. Dude, he hemmed me the fuck up. And this is like only maybe not even that long, maybe a year after Bundy. I don't even think it was that long. So like as soon as everything was cool, and he went back and ran my shit. It went to put me in handcuffs, put me on the car, taking my gun out of the car, taking all the bullets out of my shit, calling in reinforcements. The reinforcements are looking at my shit, and the fucking cop comes back. He's like, what kind of ammo is this? Where do you get this? I'm like, I look at him and I'm like, are you fucking serious right now? It's Hornady, bro. It's Hornady Critical Defense. The same shit I've been carrying for like 6 fucking years or whatever. There you go. I've been carrying it forever, bro. It's Hornady.
Oh, critical defense. Here you go. There
I'm
you go.
like,
That's it.
I'm like at the fucking gun store. The fuck?
What are they fucking carrying, man?
Well, I'm carrying the 45, and I guess because it's just a big log in their hand with a fucking rubber, fucking red rubber, fucking like the H is like so fucking awesome on the 45, bro. It's like a big old, it's unmistakable, you know? So yeah, dude, they fucking hem me up, fuck with me. They held me. There's like a time limit, I guess they can hold you on if they don't fucking arrest you, I guess. I want to say it's like an hour or something. Or maybe it's a couple hours. I don't know. But this motherfucker had me over an hour easily on the fucking hot ass hood over going the wrong way in a parking lot and then fucking, like I said, going through my gun. If I had the weed or that little nug, probably would have fucking fucked myself.
Yeah.
You're on trial.
Well, I did leave it just a little bit out of my story when I got like 5 other squad cars as backup. I did refuse to ID for a minute because I know he pulled me over for a bullshit reason. I knew my registration was valid. And so I'm like, fuck you. I didn't say fuck you. I was really polite, but I basically told him, if you don't have a fucking valid reason to pull me over, I'm not IDing to you. And you can go fuck off.
Dude, you get away with so much in Arizona. Out here, bro, you'll be on the next fucking body cam. What up, G Money? G's fucking at work driving cars and shit.
Oh, is that G in here? What up, man?
Yeah, I had to get the fucking account from him. I was like, man, I got hit with another strike, man. So I'm out of fucking not having a fucking cool chat 3 months on the other channel. So I'll be over here. I'll be posting everything and doing the live ones over here.
I think it's been a little while since this one's been used.
Yeah, I looked at the fucking thing, dude. It's been a while. I'm gonna tell you right now when's the last one.
Last time, I think G had a chat, but it was on his channel a few weeks ago. Well, I didn't see nothing on this channel for a long time.
Last one on this one was fucking March 16th of this year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it has been a while. Shit.
Abe got fired. I don't even know who McCabe is anymore.
McCabe? I don't know. That must be one of G's homies.
No, the FBI McCabe.
Oh, thought you were talking like about a moderator for the channel getting fired. FBI guy.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's how fucking we ain't even, nobody gives a fuck. Yeah, but I'm gonna do.
I'd like to say I give a fuck, but man, it's hard to.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I got this situation that just happened to me yesterday, and I was like I basically, I don't know. I came to this thing in my life right now, bro, where I'm trying to I really landed a sweet ass job. I gotta bust my ass for the money, but I have a chance to maybe just fucking balls to the walls for the next I'm trying to get a 2-year plan. So I'm saying I could be balls to the walls for the next 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And the land is a done deal. My birthday's in 2.5 weeks or some shit. So the land is a done deal. Wrapping that up.
Oh, man. Speaking about the land, I was thinking about some shit you could grow out there and make some money with. Here, let me show you this right here. Maybe you've heard about it. Do you see that cactus there?
Yeah.
San Pedro cactus. Look it up.
Well, you say you can send me some prickly pears.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you some of that because that's a cash crop right there. And then prickly pear will be like food and shit.
Do I have to wait till next spring, or can I plan it like because it's already it'll be cold up there in a month, too, maybe at the max.
Yeah, man, like I'll send you a couple, maybe plant one, keep one at home, like in the windowsill or some shit like that till next year. But that cactus I showed you right there sells for $25 a foot.
So I could
Like
just and
one foot of it, you cut it off, you sell it for $25 on eBay.
what do they do with it?
They fucking they boil it down and drink all the juice. It's full of mescaline. Make
For
you
real?
trip balls, man. It's like doing peyote, yeah. Wow.
It's dope. I might have to fucking go on a trip while I'm out there in Utah.
Well, you got to grow it first, and then you can harvest for your trip.
How
you
is
know?
it? How is it for like motherfuckers giving a fuck? Like, is Utah gonna flip the fuck out and like call the feds for some?
No, completely legal to grow. It's there. You can fucking buy it anywhere. You go down to Home Depot and you can buy it, man.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying fucking as far as there ain't no, where I'm at, there ain't no cactus. I don't think I'm gonna go over my shit. Actually, there's some little tiny ones. I don't know.
Yeah, but it'll grow though, man. It grows up. You're in the perfect elevation. You're probably like at what 5,000 feet up there. I think you said.
yeah, I'm like at 51 and some change.
Yeah, so this shit grows in Peru, up in the Andes. It grows from 5,000 feet to 9,000 feet. It'll grow.
Yeah, I'm no, but I was saying like I just came to this thing where I'm gonna bust my ass. You know, I'm not beans and rice in it, but I'm still like staying pretty strict as far as trying to make sure shit is going to this land and fucking prepping, dude. You know, I
hear you.
as far as staying out here is a fucking mess, dude. Like everybody, I'm talking to people at work, and everybody says the same shit. Our rents, bro, are fucking is skyrocketing because the Raiders are coming here.
Yeah.
Skyrocketing. This shit is like literally turning into like San Francisco overnight. It's fucking bad.
Gwendolyn, come outside.
What up, G?
Yo.
What's going on, man? Long
What's
time.
cracking?
I'm drinking fucking Mexican Bloody Marys right now. I got a spicy one ready for
There you
this.
go.
Long time no see, J-Man.
Hell yeah. How you been?
Busy, brother, busy.
Always good.
How's the family?
Fam's doing good. Finally starting to cool off a little bit down here, man. It's been a while since we've had 100-degree day, so I'm stoked.
Dude, it wasn't. You know what though? It wasn't even that hot of a summer.
No, it really wasn't.
It was a fucking mild summer for sure. I mean, the monsoon. I think it was because of the monsoon.
We got
Monsoon
about 85%
all summer.
humidity all week.
That motherfucking monsoon hasn't let up, dude.
Monsoon up this bitch.
I hate that shit. That's the worst shit ever, dude. It's one thing when the monsoon cools shit down after being real fucking hot, but it stayed like Mississippi in this motherfucker all summer.
Oh, that's weird. Because down here, whenever we got some monsoons, it would definitely cool down a lot.
Here it's been fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
And it's even worse because I work in a plant, dude, and it's fucking like that. Cheers, motherfuckers. I know it's early.
Yes, sir. I'll have my headset in a few minutes. That's why I'm not talking.
I mean, it's
See,
Friday,
that's-
so
I'll be all right.
I'm fucking dude. I'm so ready and all. I figure with making okay money, putting my head down and fucking concentrating, I'm gonna have the land. I'm gonna fucking get it together. I'm gonna get ready, and I'm gonna have a big middle finger on the way out of this place.
There you go.
So when are you gonna move there, yo?
Oh, if it's up to me, I'll fucking move there when I buy it this couple weeks coming up. When I go up there for my birthday. Go up there and fucking party it up and don't come back. Start being off grid, being one of them fucking one of those people the government really fears, you know. This motherfucker's self-sustainable, so he's got to be a threat.
Come on, you fucking cunt muscle. All right, let me get my shit. I'll be right back.
So yeah, you're gonna close on that property pretty soon.
Yeah, they wanted me to do it sooner. The sellers, they're fucking anxious. They wanna hurry up and not. And I was like, yo, my birthday's my birthday, and I'm paying cash. I'm fucking using my check. I'm using one of my checks. I'm just gonna fucking. That's why I'm working so much, so I don't miss a beat. With everything else, I gotta fucking pay in the real world, you know.
They just don't want you to go out and find a better deal or whatever, you know. Like you said, there's a lot of property for sale out there, and I'm sure that one's been for sale for a while. So,
yeah, my next mission is to find out, and I'll just have my broker do that shit. I'm gonna have her look up. I could look it up and do the legwork, but I could just have her do it. She's super fucking cool. Look who's in control of every lot that touches my lot. You know what I mean?
I know.
And then buy those up because my pop said when you close on this, he's like, when you close on that, let me know. He's like, I'll fucking buy the next couple acres next to you so somebody can't, you know what I mean, buy and post up next to you.
Yeah.
I mean, my whole family, dude, that's what we do. We fucking camp, we fish, we're fucking outdoors, fucking, you know what I mean? My pops needs a place to pull his fifth wheel up on, and, you know what I mean? Perfect.
Yeah.
Works out for both of us. And at the same time, I mean, there's some pretty decent sized cities in Utah that aren't that far as to where, you know, say I had to switch up the whole thing and fuck Nevada. I go up there, I move on my land, but I need to go into the city and make some bread and you know what I mean? It's super realistic. It's about the same commute that I'm making. About the same commute I'm making now, maybe a little bit more, but not too much.
Nice.
But I'd be out in the boonies going into the city as opposed to right now I'm in the city going out to the boonies for work.
Yeah. Mark, what up, man?
Good morning. It's 520 and Kami Killa. What's up, fellas? You guys hear me okay? I'm driving.
Yeah, I can hear you good.
You coming through good?
Right on. Now, what were you talking about earlier as far as Bundy out there and in the desert? Metro shows up like 5 deep, you said?
No, it was North Las Vegas showed up 8 deep, 8 squad cars deep. Patrol cars, whatever they're called. Oh, tactical vehicles.
They must have been bored.
No, they fucking rolled up. They fucking saw that big ass yellow Spartan helmet on it, and the Bundy for governor fucking placard. Dude, you got to see this rig. It's fucking huge. And it's like you can't. There's not two of them. You know what I mean? That's how I knew. If it was another vehicle, I might have videotaped it. But I saw that truck, and I was like, I just saw that truck 2 days ago, maybe a day. Yeah, 2 days ago at the gas station. And I was like, I know that fucking truck.
They just said, "Oh shit, we got one of the Bundy boys out here on BLM land, and we got to kick him off. We better roll deep."
On BLM land, right? No, what time of day was it, or was it at night?
No, it was just right now when I was coming home from work. So around shit, they probably were
Early.
a little bit before 7:30.
Yeah, they were bored. Not much goes on at that time.
Yeah, sun had probably came up, or what sun's come up at 5:30-ish, 6-ish. It's full. I mean, it's not full blown fucking sunlight to what, almost 7.
No, it's like 6:30. Yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah, so like I said, over here, fucking usually when the sun comes up, that's when you can fucking see anybody parked out anywhere because that fucking actual sunlight hits and gleams off their shit, and somebody will call it in. They might not. They might have been around the area and went out there and called and did all that, but somebody probably fucking, because it's not unusual. So like I started out the little chat with a question, you know, is that an excuse for Northtown to be rolling like that? I mean, if it's a dead body, they still need that many people?
No. No. They were bored, man, at that time.
You trying to buy cigarettes while you're talking on the live right now?
Yeah. I think I can get away with that, right? Or am I going to get, like, banned or thrown out of here or some shit?
No.
Is it against YouTube's policy?
Oh, I was wondering if it's against Thor's policy. How you been, bro? I haven't even talked to you in forever.
I know, right? I'd like to get you out and go shooting.
I know. I need to.
Hey, Harry.
It's just I got so much shit going on, dude. Like literally, bro, they'll ask me 7 days.
That's the guy that sells me my cigarettes.
What's up?
He can't hear you. I got earplugs in.
Oh. Hey, so yeah, dude. If they could, they'd have me work 7 days a week, 12 hours a day.
Well, if you could, I think you would, right? You would work 7 days a week, 12 hours a day.
Oh fuck, dude. I mean, by the time you hit day 4 of 12 hours, it's a fucking straight up sheer cliff rock climb from there. Day 5, it's fucking hell. 6, you're like just almost on autopilot. Day 7, when you hit the 7th fucking day of 12 hours in a row, bro, you're finally looking at the light at the end of the tunnel, and you just can't believe you made 7 12s in a row, bro. I mean, where I work is intense. If you're just sitting in a fucking GameStop for 12 hours a day, 7 days, you probably go crazy. But I mean, dude, my job is intense, bro. My shit is like balls to the walls for 12 hours.
Man, that sucks.
It's good.
My job's not intense.
It's good, bro. It's fucking good for me. I just was looking at videos from like it's almost 2 years ago. I keep saying last year. 2016, bro, was a fat motherfucker, dude. Fat-faced fat fucker, dude. I was fat, bro. I was a plump-ass motherfucker, bro. I was fat. Shit's crazy. I was looking at that shit. I was just looking at it yesterday. I was like, fuck.
Not fat.
Bro, fat. My whole face.
You're making it sound like you were obese or some shit.
Bro, you couldn't even see definition in my face. It was like it was like a round fucking basketball face.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looked like a basketball, right? Painted your head orange.
Like a pumpkin head. I looked like I had a thyroid problem.
Thyroid. It's my thyroid. I'm fat because of my thyroid.
Right?
No, it's because you're fucking lazy.
It's crazy, okay. Yeah, the good thing is fucking that shit has put my ass in shape, bro. You whip me in the
Yeah, it's been a minute, man. I'm actually glad to see both of you. Justin too, man. Haven't seen you in a minute.
Hey, PI, you want link? PI or Quasar? I just see I'm looking at comments. Send you a link.
Whenever Kokesh is in town, he goes to this gym right over here by my house.
Yeah, isn't he running for like
spot, bro? Come on.
Isn't he running for Senate or something?
Not sure. I haven't been keeping track of him.
Right now, he's running for Senate in Arizona. Basically, the fucking Republicans pulled some bullshit in the courts here in Arizona and got the Libertarians taken off the ballot. But it only applied to the Libertarians that were currently on the ballot. So after they got kicked off, he swooped in and got himself on the ballot for the Libertarian Party, since all the other people who were running couldn't. Because they had some...
How in the fuck is that shit even legal, man? I mean, how can you be like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take this guy off the ballot?
Bro, all I know is if any of us could get in to a position like that, and we could fucking clean some clocks, bro, seriously, like literally, physically, fucking, talking wise, bro. I mean, Kokesh, he could be one of those guys that gets in there and says, look, you know what I mean? Somebody's got to fucking say it, dude. Look, you bunch of fucking piece of shit. You know what I mean? Fucking child molesting, fucking taxpayer money abusing ass, fucking pieces of shit. I ain't fucking here to play your fucking, your old little fucking dance. I'm here to fucking do the tango, motherfuckers. And if you
you guys know that's not going to happen. He'll have a bad fuking skiing accident. He'll pull a Sonny Bono on his ass or some shit if he makes it, dude.
Yeah, but Kokesh, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see him get in there because I don't even agree with everything Kokesh does, but I tell you what, it'd be interesting to see that fool get in there and for him to stand by and watch the bullshit and shenanigans. I mean, he could just be another motherfucker, but you would think that he wouldn't be. That's all I'm saying. The motherfucker that loaded a shotgun in Washington D.C. was man.
In retrospect, you guys ever think about that? I mean, what if a bunch of people did show up? What's that, Justin?
Quasar's on the external. Kokesh is a fag. And I don't think he'd say that to his face, man. He really isn't. He's actually a pretty cool guy. Yeah, I don't know. People have their opinions, but
regardless of what people think, Justin, dude is still a Marine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's still a Marine. Oh, yeah, man. He still has that mentality about him. Another fucking hot day out today.
Yeah, no, shit, man, I lost his number. I've been trying to get a hold of him again, but you know how it is with people like that. They fucking on their email and shit, it's hard to get through.
Did he take you off his wall?
No, we have each other's personal numbers and shit. I just haven't heard from him in a while, and I, destroyed the phone where I had his number. So I know he's out at his. I know he's out at Freedom Ranch up there in northern Arizona. So.
Oh, that's what the place is called. That's right, Freedom Ranch. That's right.
Yeah, I've been meaning to go up there.
That's what he means.
He's out there fucking cutting trees down like W. You know how fucking W would go back to his ranch in Texas and cut trees down and shit. Run the steel saw.
How many acres did he buy?
Oh, I think he's on like 10 or something. Not too many.
10 acres. Yeah, I figured it was bigger than that.
I wish I had 10 acres. 2.5 though, I think it'd be good enough. Especially for my
I got a call.
All right.
I got a call. I'll be back. I got a call.
What old Quasar fucking fag? I sent you a link.
Quasar, get in here.
Yeah, if you talk to
I'm interested to know why he doesn't like Kokesh. I mean, he's not.
Fucking Quasar don't like nobody, bro. I haven't even
know,
met anybody Quasar ever liked. What up, Mac and Stood? I think fucking Quasar just likes to be fucking devil's advocate. Devil. Exactly.
Yeah, he says, I hate all. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, I think it'd be interesting. I mean, you got like Michelle Fiore. They fucking, I feel like, damn, dude, they took her out. She ran for, I forget, she was going up, trying to go up from the position she was. And they fucking ran the Bundy shit and fucking did the whole negative ads. Nobody wanted nothing to do with Bundy. She ended up running for like some lower office, I think, like, I think she was a state assemblywoman, and now she's like a city council. She was on city council. So, I don't know. You know, they'll fucking destroy you. They'll destroy you to make sure you don't get any agenda accomplished for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Kokesh really. He might have a shot at the state senate because Arizona is a pretty libertarian place, and
it's not like nobody doesn't know who Kokesh is. I mean, he has like,
yeah,
he has whatever that's branding. He has that fucking.
He has a pretty decent brand, and I like the platform that he is running on. The platform for the state senate is basically the same as his presidential platform, which is basically end the federal government and return the rights to the states. Localize government by ending the federal government and return everything to the state control. But I don't know. I don't see nothing wrong with that. What up, Quasar?
At this point, I don't think, I mean, what up, Nugs? I mean, we're supposed to be able to abolish whatever government's not working and put in a government that's representative of the people. And I see that this country's so fucked up that how could you have like one representative government for all the people?
Take it.
You know what I mean?
What? Take it. Thank you. Yeah. I mean,
you know this. The things that California wants, me and you don't want.
I don't know.
I mean, so like, how do you? I mean, yeah. Then the only way that you would settle everything and make everything, I guess, all right is, I mean, the Constitution would just have to be gone, and you just had to give all the rights back to the states, like you're saying, you know? That's the only thing that would work. And even then, does that even work? Because the fucking north half of a state and the southern half of a state can't even fucking agree on shit. You know? I mean, we're enemies with the northern half of our state, or we're their enemies. They fucking hate us down here.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, the only thing that would be representative of the people would be like, breaking it down to the states, and then even then, is that enough? Because you have Las Vegas that would probably, I don't think it would. I mean, Vegas ain't so bad. We'd overwhelmingly, usher in communism, but fuck, dude. I wouldn't be surprised if we we went to a communist state by a slim margin. Especially with that October 1 shooting happening here. Oh, bro, they love the state.
What? A bug? Here, guys, say hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey, your daughter?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I see the bee. Gonna get you. Yeah, we're just out here doing some chores.
How'd she get all that blonde hair when you're so dark?
Her mom. Well, I used to be blonde as a kid too, but yeah, her mom's still blonde. So.
Yeah, it's. I kind of like. I think somehow, like, if I guess maybe go get my own land and fucking go away from this bullshit, I'd buy myself probably like another 5 years or something, I guess. I think it's fucked up when you feel like knee deep. You're in the city and you're knee deep. You know what I mean? You're overwhelmed with communism. It's like, fuck.
Didn't do nothing.
Didn't do nothing. When you're living in a Dindu nation, ain't nothing to do but Dindu.
Exactly. No, I actually used to be a follower of Kokesh. I actually used to admire him. And then he went off on like a tangent, this was years ago, on just basically parodying communist socialist talking points against the founding fathers. They killed the Indians, blah, blah, blah. America's built on slavery, blah, blah, blah. And that's when he lost me. I threw his ass under the bus quicker than shit. Because all that shit's been debunked, muted, and fucking, it's all fucking bullshit, dude, to demonize our history. And it's been put out there for 90 years. And it's very easily debunkable if you actually go to the history books.
Yeah, but even if,
thanks.
I mean, colonialism and fucking imperialism and fucking kicking everybody's ass and taking their shit, that was the way of the world. I mean, for somebody to act like, okay, well, fucking America's guilty because they killed the Indians.
To me, it's the same talking points I hear all day long because I live in a didn't do nothing city. And when I get in debates or talks, the first thing I hear, well, America's got 400 years of slavery. Oh, that's funny. We're only 229 years old. They didn't import slaves until the 1840s, 50s, and 60s. Let's see here. You know what I mean? White people were the biggest slaves in the nation up until the fucking 1830s. Indentured servitude, white slavery. The Chinese slaves that built the railroads. People don't want to point out that shit, that hypocrisy. Or how about that half of the Native American Indians were enslaving themselves and murdering each other? They were the most brutal, fucking animalistic, satanic people in the planet, and yet we're supposed to be taught. Our kids are taught that the settlers came over here and killed all the Indians and took their land. That's not fucking true, man. The shit drives me nuts.
Yeah, but I say even if it is true, okay, that we came over here and we fucking whooped their ass and took it, that was the way of the world. So how come America would only be at fault for fucking doing?
In the case of Texas, yeah. I mean, come on, the Alamo. We whooped their ass and took their territory. That's how it works.
That's how it worked. Now it's a safe space. You don't get away with that no more. But that's how it worked. And so how come Spain and fucking Portugal is not in the crosshairs of fucking colonizing and raping the whole world? The whole world.
And it wasn't until the Westerners started taking out the Apache and the Comanche down there that the Mexicans even started moving up and taking land, because they couldn't even mess with the Indians. The Indians would slaughter them.
Yeah, Quasar, you make a good point, right? Like, you know, Adam does try to reach out to the left with some of these talking points and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't think it does our cause really much good, because today Ron Paul did a Facebook post endorsing Ryan Bundy for governor. And, you know, the Ron Paul campaign did the same thing. They brought a lot of left in towards libertarian circles. But you go on this fucking Facebook post of Ron Paul's, and you see nothing but a bunch of fucking leftists calling, you know, the Bundys welfare recipients because they're using public land and not paying for it, and all this, you know, leftist bullshit. And, you know, what good has it actually fucking done us to reach out to these people? You know,
and then Ron Paul threw Trump under the bus too. He doesn't libertarian. They don't support Trump. I'm sure you're aware. You follow this shit. Yeah, they don't at all. Rand does somewhat, but
yeah, I don't see how, like, you know, 80% of the fucking comments that Ron Paul gets on this post endorsing somebody, I don't see how they can all be, you know, such ass kissers of the fucking federal government. I mean, you know, they're right up the federal government's ass, just completely supporting them with their war on the Bundys. You know, I don't get it. I don't get how they can call themselves libertarians or Ron Paul supporters. Come on, what?
Exactly. And they're not. They're pseudo. You know, they go where the wind blows.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a fucking the libertarian moniker or whatever the fuck has been. That shit got hijacked a long time ago, and everybody took it and fucking and ran. I don't know, dude. They're Gary Johnson.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me all right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I just wanted to make sure I'm out of Wi-Fi range, so I wasn't sure if I was still having a good connection or not.
Yeah, and what's sad is those people have already become brainwashed cannon fodder. You know what I mean? They are being used as political pawns, and they don't even know it. They're so diluted with ego that they can't even see through the, you know, they can't see the man behind the curtain. And personally, I'm sick of everybody pointing out president this, president that, Obama, Bush, Clinton, blah, 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 blah. Dude, that's what they want. That's really what they want is us to all be focused on the presidency. Congress and the Senate are the real criminals. Congress and the Senate need to be literally the ones held to, you know, their feet need to be put in the fire of liberty. Because they're the real traitors. They're the real middlemen between the corporations, the monarchies, the world money changers. And it's got, and everybody keeps trying to, we've talked about this the other night in HD's chat. We keep trying to rebuild this house from the top down. How the hell do you build a house from the top down? We got to build this shit from the bottom up, which is local elections, city elections, blah, blah, blah. And they just keep twisting and diluting that you know, that logic.
Yeah.
Fuck, I've never voted in a midterm, dude. I'm gonna go vote in my midterm. You know what I mean? Like, it's to that point because I'm getting everybody to vote, in these local elections, because we're at that point where if we lose this, it's done, because the freedom of speech is gone. You see where they position themselves. I hope you guys understand what comes next. I hope everybody out there does too. The killing machine comes next, right? First they demonize you, then they attack you, then they put you in jail or silence you, then they kill you. That's historic. It's always gone on, no matter what dictator, tyranny, government, whatever.
Yeah, you're right there. You're right on that point.
We're gonna just do the same thing over again, though. That's the problem.
The founders talked about that, though. They talked about there'd have to be a revolution of ideas every generation. You know what I mean? They knew this was coming. They knew that this fight would be eternal. The fight for freedom and liberty would be eternal. We didn't just win. Oh, hey, look, we won the game. It's over. They knew that, and that's the problem. Nobody fucking else does. All that is needed for evil to succeed is good men to do nothing. And look where we're at.
Yeah, but we'll do it again. We'll put up some statues, so hopefully people probably don't forget, and then we'll do it again.
Well, you don't. I know you understand. We've had I don't know how many conversations about this over the years, dude. I mean, they weren't even able to get this far until they destroyed the education system. They had to get, because American history was like the first thing you learned in elementary school, right? Mm-hmm. They stopped that when, the early 1900s.
You should see this bitch. I'm arguing with this bitch the other day, and she was a teacher from California. And I was like, I said something to her like, that's why your fucking state is so fucked up is because of idiots like you, And she said, yeah, that's right. I'm building a little socialist army. And yeah, maybe it's funny or whatever, or some poke, or maybe even an exaggeration, but no, she's not. She's fucking filling minds full of bullshit, young minds full of bull. I mean, the treason in that is death, bro. Like, the treason in indoctrinating the youth and propagandizing them and winding them up and sending them on their ways for fucking failure, you should be hung immediately.
Those do not know history are doomed to repeat it. You can go back into history and every nation, Rome, right, Greece, right, everybody. This has happened to them. You know what I mean? Yeah. Immigrants were flooded in. Their currency was destroyed. Right, their people were poisoned. Their armies were sent out to war, so they couldn't be at home to protect their families. This is fucking exactly the definition of insanity is repeating the same thing and expecting a different result. We've been doing this as a society and as humans for a long fucking time.
Forever. And we'll just keep on doing it because you got idiots fucking tearing down statues and rewriting history however seems right for their agenda. It's pitiful. Let me see what else out here in the links.
So Bundy's running for a mayor, right?
No,
governor.
Governor. Oh, that's cool. That's big.
Hey, Bikes, I missed your said he fucking called. This link's no good.
I put another one in there.
How's the link no good? He was just in here.
Reboot your computer. Reboot your program.
Reboot.
He's on his phone right now, so unless he got home. But
now, Bundy, there you go. There's a man that understands shit. Man, I like that guy. Too bad LaVoy ain't around.
No, I'm already done. You're too late.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand, dude. If people spent the hours like Bundy did to learn about liberty, right, instead of football and all the stats in football and baseball and blah, 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 you know what I mean? Man, this country would be better. Ooh.
Yeah, but check it out. You had somebody like Ammon and Cliven and LaVoy, and what happened? They were too radical for everybody claiming to be.
They're only radical to the blind, dude. You know what I mean?
It's like some thin line people are expecting you to walk in the patriot community or the whatever, liberty community, whatever. You know, like you can't be too soft, but then again, you can't take matters in your own hands because if you do, you're going to be a fucking radical. You know what I mean? You're going to get shot down, gunned down. And, I mean, nobody even marched when LaVoy died. Nobody marched. Nobody was out in the streets fucking saying, hey, hey, ho, ho, the popo's got to go.
Right. Which, hey, what's up with the wrongful death suit? I haven't heard nothing about that. Have you? I know, as far as I know, it's still going forward.
I'm sure they'll reach a settlement or it'll get bogged down or, I mean, who knows? We'll never. How do you put a price on that? You know? It's funny because I know people that hate the feds just for other reasons, you know? And I tell them, you know, about Bunkerville, and they automatically, everybody who doesn't like the fucking federal government on whatever level knows about Bunkerville. And they're all like, you know, same thing. Like, wow, like, I can't believe that shit happened to LaVoy.
Well, he did, 520 just nailed it, dude. You know, he said he goes on the Ron Paul thing, and you got all these leftists on there spouting the mainstream talking points because they've destroyed the Bundy name in the news. They've politically assassinated their family name. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they do. That's what they did to Alex recently, right? And you know what comes next? They're going to put him in jail. If they win, if they take Trump out, you're going to see Alex Jones behind bars. Mark my words.
I think so too. I mean,
you're going to see a lot of patriots behind bars. The ones that aren't in the woods trying to kill these fucking leftist commies.
I think the grounds, if they did try to put Alex, I mean, think about it. Alex gets put out on the side where he's fringe and shit. And I mean, I would say I don't fucking like everything that comes out of his mouth, but I mean, he talks about some funny shit, but to just put his whole body of work out as fringe. And then
which isn't even his. That's the thing. This is patriots. I'm talking, dude, how many patriots have gone on Jones and broke mind-blowing information? It's not Jones that I'm protecting. It's the fucking information. You don't fucking attack the messenger.
They're getting him on the Sandy Hook shit. Where they get him on the Sandy Hook shit, they push away.
Which in itself, as you guys know, everybody in this fucking room, because you're all critical thinkers, right? You're not into this shit unless you're a critical thinker. You know there's all kinds of funny shit that went on with Sandy Hook. Shit that isn't explained, has never been explained, and that they have no fucking, you know, rhyme or reason, you know, to say what happened. But we know that there's something fishy. We just can't prove it.
And if you say, okay, well, that shit didn't happen, whatever. I mean, it happened on YouTube for a long time where you couldn't even argue Sandy Hook because you wouldn't have a channel left, you know? I mean, the energy that went into making sure nobody talks about Sandy Hook it's a reflection in the people, because to me, they could solely go after Alex Jones on the Sandy Hook shit, and they could say, you know, we're going to burn him at the stake for what he said about Sandy Hook, and most of the population would be on board. You
know when the last time they did something like this, right, to somebody was? It was when the in the 90s when all the Zionism stuff when that started getting popular in the 90s, that's when they started attacking anyone that started talking about Zionism or Jews or blah blah blah. because they had to destroy the information, because while most of it probably wasn't true, there was some truth to some of it. All right.
They make the agenda. They make the evidence real. I mean, imagine if you claim any event happens, right? You claim a mass shooting happened. And then the only people and the only evidence and the only everything that you have is under this umbrella of secrecy, you know, or cloud of secrecy, whatever the fuck the correct term is. You're the only one that knows about it, and yet legislation and all this other stuff is supposed to, you know, come after this, you know, magic event that only you hold the details to. And then if you speak against it, if you call it bullshit, if you just say, you know, I call it Sandy hoax, but what if you just say, I just call bullshit, I just call complete and utter bullshit. You're echoing. If you call bullshit, now you're placed off the internet.
Yo, Mark, I think you need a headset. We're getting a lot of feedback from you.
This fucking sucks. I think it's my headset's jacked.
Oh, you can't mute. Just mute up, bro.
Say again?
If you mute yourself while you're not talking, we won't get the feedback.
Or you could just unplug your mic, motherfucker.
Yeah, or just unplug the headset and fuck.
Or just fucking hit refresh.
Oh shit! What's up, G?
Oh, what up?
What up?
Yo, yo.
Yo. Is that M&P fucking up his audio again?
Yep.
He's
Motherfucker makes $50,000 a month with his garage, and he can't fucking get a good headset. The fuck?
How old's your computer, M&P? I bet he's had it for a while. I'm gonna say 3 years older. 3 years or older.
He's not even on.
Oh, did he log out again?
He's on. He's probably.
Shit, I've had my MacBook for like 6 years. The one I'm on right now.
Milk it for all it's worth.
Bro, Apples are good forever.
Oh my god. Listen to this echo.
It's an echo.
We gotta mute you, cuz your audio, brother M&P, is like fucked.
Level 17.
Yeah, bro. You gotta fix that shit.
Oh, that's me.
I mean, you can at least spend $50 to go get a nice audio there, Mr. M&P. All that money you're making.
15 or 50?
I want G's take on this shit. So G, after like 6 or 7 years talking about how they're gonna come for free speech, seeing them do it, what's your reaction?
Seeing them what? Do what?
Finally do what we've been talking about them doing for years. Coming after free speech, attempting to silence alternative viewpoints, attempting to get rid of their political enemies.
Yeah. It's about time. About time someone gets some balls. Well, first of all, cheers to Mr. McCain. I mean, my God, it's been long enough. I mean, we've been fucking waiting here for the last fucking 10 years till the motherfucker goes out.
I totally forgot to say something. Well, I said something before Justin got on.
Well, just wanted to mention that real quick. But yeah, Nugs, I mean, it's about time, brother.
Oh,
but we'll still get shut down, no matter what.
I was wondering if Justin had like any like Super Bowl parties or anything when McCain died.
With all the social media, Nugs, you know, how they used to fuck with you on Facebook and Twitter. I mean, look at Tony. He fucking went off the handle. What was it, a year or two ago? They shut his ass down real quick.
Right.
And that's not going to stop. You know, unfortunately, you know, it's.
And that's you just
I
nailed
don't know.
something right there. I think this shit's been going on for about 1.5 2 years, probably longer. Especially with Facebook. I know it's been going on longer with Facebook.
Well, look at our chats. Remember our chats, Nugs, when we would
Yeah.
talk about shit, how they used to cut you out all the time?
Bro, we used to get way more viewers. If anybody doesn't know that, then I don't know what the fuck they're even doing.
The people are about, listen to me, fellas. Prime example. When I had a chat, when there was about drama, I'm not going to say names, but y'all know what was about. There was like 60 people watching. One point I had almost 100. People like drama. If you don't talk about drama, if you don't talk about the fucking bullshit, about the he said and the she said, nobody's fucking interested. And that's where we have become. It's a fuckery. Back in the day, our dragon chats, political chats, our gun chats, you know, that's what we do. People used to watch. But now all these new motherfuckers, new communities that are here on YouTube, I'm not going to say names. People know who they are. The bottom feeders. That's all I'm going to say. They like that shit. They love the drama. And that's what people like to listen to. We're not about that. We're not about drama. We're not about fucking he said and she said. And I mean, maybe me. I'm the only one that will talk about the shit out of our crew. But hey, fuck them.
You just like playing referee. You put two opponents in a ring and you sit back. That's what you like to.
Well, sometimes, Brother Nugs, I like to be Dr. Phil, but those days are over. Sometimes I like to mix the Kool-Aid, you know what I'm saying? But now it's like, oh my God. It's like, you know,
Right.
Can't we talk about something that's, and it's fucked up. Like, you go into a chat, they're talking about this and that, talking about people, talking about what they did, who's fucked up, they lied, this and that. You go in and spin some political shit or some real shit at them, everybody gets bored. Nobody wants to talk about it. They would rather talk about their fuckery chats. That's where we're at right now. But it'll come back because people will get tired of it. I had a couple of people tell me last week, "Oh, gee, it's good to listen to a no drama chat. I actually just shoot the shit and talk about real shit."
Well,
You know,
I noticed
come back.
certain key players aren't around anymore either, and I think that has a lot to do with it.
Yep. I mean, Joe's fucking sober. Joe Colorado, my boy, he's sober than a motherfucker.
That's weird.
And you know what? Yeah, and he doesn't want to have nothing to do with chats anymore. But we had some good ones with him. You know?
Holy, what was that a bike?
Look where I'm next to, bro. I'm right next to the motherfucking highway to Route 50.
Oh, it's a truck.
Well, yeah, I got the highway literally right next.
It sounded like an engine knocking, but what was it, air brakes?
It was Jake brakes on an 18-wheeler.
Yeah, okay.
See, down over there, Nugs, is where I live. You got to cross the Bay Bridge. The Bay Bridge is down there. It's about 45 minutes east. This is the Route 50 highway. Takes you to Baltimore, D.C., New York. Yeah, it's fucking humid like a motherfucker. It's like 80% humidity.
Holler when it starts getting cold because I know it's coming my way.
Shit, I can't fucking wait.
You see this shit right here?
Even Bikes called it out. He was freaking out of that sound. It didn't sound like Jake brakes. It sounded like fucking engine knocking.
Could have been one of M&P's motorcycle in the garage. Where is M&P? M&P, you didn't get your audio fixed yet? Do I got to mail you out some headphones? Oh, Lord.
I thought I seen Thanks jump in, or was that you?
That was me.
He didn't jump in too? Huh.
Tony sent me the link through the taverns. That's why I came in.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah, it's hot as fuck, dude. West Coast don't know nothing about this humidity. Brother Nugs knows about it.
Yeah, it's pretty bad here. Shit, it's worse the south you go. I guess Saints would have it the worst.
Yeah, I told my girl I was going to go out to Vegas, hook up with Tony Tone, M&P, maybe J-Man, you know, whoever wants to meet us out there. God damn, I had fucking Channel 4 and CNN and fucking Crime TV over that motherfucker, like, thinking plotting shit. What the fuck you going over there for? Going by yourself? Yeah, that's the way to go.
Since you said it like that, I might.
I'm telling you. M&P said he's going to have a couple of go-go dancers.
Heck yeah. Hey,
You know what I mean?
here's what you can throw at her. Just 2 fun facts. 2 of the world's biggest strip clubs are in Vegas.
That's right.
That's a fun fact.
Yeah, I told her. She asked me if I was going to stay with M&P. I was like, well, they're going to be eating steak and lobster, and he'll probably give me a couple Oscar Mayer wieners.
I made
Couple
two of
hot
the
dogs.
worst. I made 2 of the worst steaks ever last night, man.
I bet you did.
They were bad. They were not good at all.
Why?
I was
What'd you do to
actually
'em?
disappointed.
What'd you do to 'em?
It was the cut of meat that Janet bought, and I was like, all right, I'll grill them, but they were chuck steaks, man. Oh, they just didn't turn out right.
I told you, you let Janet fucking cook them. You wouldn't have that problem.
I don't let her near that grill, man. No way.
Shit.
Nope. Well, caught my blazer on fire years ago using the grill. I ain't never fucking letting her near a grill again.
So what's going on with that hotel over there in Vegas? Is it all still boarded up, or everything is back? Lights are on, windows are back.
What, Mandalay?
Everyone's at Mandalay Bay. Everything. I mean, nothing really happened.
That shit was ready to go like a week later.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think they don't rent that room out no more, but it's just for us MGM CEOs when they want to fly in.
So what if you call and you say, "Look, I want to fucking stay in that room. That's the room I want." They won't give it to you?
Hell no.
Who knows? I don't know. I didn't check. Did you really check, Tony? I think they're renting that room out. Who knows? But nothing's going on with it as far as like any news or anything, as far as I know.
So I guess nobody was really shook up. I guess the world wasn't really upset over McCain's death. I'm not really hearing too much about it. I mean, here in D.C., I mean, it's pretty kosher.
What do you mean, man? They got the total political machine out there trying to rewrite history and make him out to be a hero.
Oh my God.
True though, yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah,
I bet Hillary was really upset, Nugs.
I said that when Hillary dies, if she died tomorrow, with a fucking brain tumor, she'd be the biggest hero woman ever.
Mark, how many days are you supposed to lower the flag for?
I believe it's 48 hours, 72 hours, something like that.
Lower the flag for who? For that fucking camel fuck?
So, yeah, I think it's like 2 or 3 days or something. Anyways, they're talking about fucking lowering that shit like forever for McCain.
It's the stupid shit, you know. That
I
you
bet
hear
the
about.
Islamic State's really not happy. I bet they're pretty sad.
Gee, good point. Yeah, ISIS is pissed, man. They just
Islamic State.
orders.
Oh, yeah. Look at all the fucking donations they're going to lose. Fucking John McCain was their fucking ambassador. He was the fucking silent killer of that fucking
You know what it reminded me of? Do you guys know, I'm sure some of you do, about Afghanistan and the senator, his name escapes me, that funded the Afghanistan war through backdoor lobbying? You know what I'm talking about? They made a movie. HBO made a movie about him.
Yep.
What Well, it's the same thing. That's how they do this shit. So McCain ain't the only one doing it. This shit goes on all over the world, and this is how it's done. You know, it just comes to light.
There's too many of them dabbling in all that shit all at once.
Exactly. Too many behind closed door meetings. Too many top secret. You know, the public don't need to know. Blah blah blah. We the people should know. This is, you know, 2020. We're almost in 2020. Whoever would have thought, right? And we don't have cameras in Congress and the Senate. There should be a camera in every friggin' hallway. They should all be taking drug tests. And none of them should be lawyers. I'm just going to throw that out there too.
2018, and we're living in a didn't-do nation. I'm just saying.
The criminals took over. They're running the shit.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing.
Ah, Charlie Wilson. Thank you, HD. Yes, Charlie Wilson. Charlie Wilson's War. Wilson's War is the name of that movie.
Or yeah, I think Bruce Willis played him, didn't he?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, movie.
Without him, Russia would probably still be in Afghanistan. Without him, there'd probably still be a Soviet Union. That's kind of scary, though.
It's kind of creepy when you think about it.
Yeah, but he was just one part. He didn't do all the covert shit behind the scenes. He just helped bankrupt them with that war.
The actions of a few people, how it changes course.
Like Trump getting elected. Whether you like him or not, right? It changed the course of history. You can see it.
I'm still on the fence about the whole election word. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, Hillary would have won it, man. If she was able to steal it, she would have got it. You know what I mean? Like it's just evident everywhere. And she was gonna. They thought she would steal it. I don't know. They knew that those 5 key states that he got it from, that's where they put all their effort, and it worked out for them.
All elections are stolen.
On that level, probably, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
if not stolen, you're given a few limited choices that, you know.
Well, it's
but
the point
I'm not on the bandwagon that says he's one of them, because he's not. The evidence is everywhere. He's destroyed the global governance. He's destroying global. Dude, he's not one of them. Now, I'm not saying he's one of us either, so don't put me in that category.
The point that 520 made earlier about removing people from ballots, shit like that. I mean, that's what you call election rigging. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, what they did to Ron Paul. That's exactly what they did to Ron Paul in 2008. He won. He should have been the Republican nominee in 2008. He won, and here in Missouri, in my county, he won, and they still gave it to the other guy, and there was a fucking mass protest, and they had to submit and give it to Ron. He won the primary, but yet, yeah, like you just said it right there. He wasn't rich enough to get into the debates to continue.
Everything's a conspiracy theory, put out as a conspiracy and a theory. That's the reality. And then people walk around going, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but, you know, then they talk about theories. And it's a conspiracy.
Right.
Every story.
You see how the people that even attack Trump and the ones that support him fall into the trap because that's not the real problem. The real problem, like I just stated, is the Congress and the Senate, as you guys know. You know, and without anybody focusing on that, those criminals are going to just run them up like they continue to do.
Bunch of lawyers and former prosecutors is what they are.
And what they do, yeah, they all have law degrees, right? And they all jump in from government to big business, you know, the Fortune 500 corporations and back. Either they're going into big banks or they're going into military industrial Fortune 500 corporations.
Yeah, it's a big circle in and out of politics, so to speak. Yep. Hear the words corporate interests. They're all fucking corporate. And they all have interests. It's just bizarre. Words are said in front of people. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know why, but the word apathy comes to mind.
Yeah.
I think it's the chemicals, man, in the food, the water, the brainwashing. You know, it's just got everybody in a fucking delusion. I don't know.
Make-believe world versus reality.
Yep. Created through radio programming, television programming, constant educational indoctrination. You know, you name it.
They call it programming for a reason, right? We return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
Man, that's what this is. This is like a bad episode of The Outer Limits / Twilight Zone, you know?
So I don't have any echo, no feedback, no nothing. I'm good.
Yeah, you're good.
You're good now.
The fucking phone. Time for a new one.
It's my some new water storage I got going on here. I scored all these for free over the last week.
Oh, dude, those were freebies?
Yeah. I found this one just on the side of the road. It's 170 gallons. Has a nice. I took off the cap. I'm gonna put new.
You broke up, Justin.
He froze. He's probably out of Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi signal.
There he goes, and he's gone.
But yet these little leftist twits can stream from wherever they want, and it's like crystal clear.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened. I just no reason I should lose it. I'm right here by the house. I have a Wi-Fi connection, so I don't know what happened. But
what do you suspect that container was used for?
The big one was definitely a rainwater harvesting container because I asked the guy about it, and it was like all set up with plumbing to plumb his rain gutters into it when I picked it up. It was just sitting on the curb, right? So like twice a year we have a bulky trash pickup in Tucson, so you can put whatever the fuck you want out on the curb, and I always drive around looking for stuff I can use myself, or like scrap metal and whatever else. But that was sitting by itself out by the curb. And I'm like, shit, I don't know if this is actually trash or not. I better knock on the door before I just grab it up. So I knocked on the door and asked the guy if I could take it. He said, yeah, no problem. He was using it for rainwater collection for a little bit, but then he just whatever decided to slack off on that and just wasn't really using the water anymore. So I grabbed it up, but it's pretty good. And then these other ones I grabbed off of Craigslist for free. So 255 gallons, a 35 gallon, and then 170 gallons. So
good scores.
Yeah, that's a good amount of water right there.
Fill one up and bury it, put it in the desert out there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that with one of these 55 gallons. Easy, girl. Quit messing with the dog. Fuck.
Why bury it?
You ever thought about trying to rent a ditch witch or something and digging your own little well?
Yeah, not out here, man. We go down like 700 feet for a well.
Holy shit, dude. Holy
Yeah.
shit. 700 feet. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm a Midwest boy.
To get a good well, they hit water at like, 650, 700. But a lot of people, they don't want a well that's going to dry up in 5 years. So they wind up going to like 8 or 850, sometimes even 900.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's an expensive pump. Once you start going that deep, you know, you have to have a really good pump.
Well, the engineering gets crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
To lift that water 800 feet, 900 feet. But yeah, I needed some more water storage anyway. I only really stored about 165 gallons, you know, 355-gallon drums. So
just by happenstance, I've been learning, I don't know, some ancient engineering techniques and shit, dude. A worm screw, man. If you could build your own worm screw and make a worm screw pump, that's like literally the strongest fucking mechanical leverage device known to man. So you could fucking theoretically build yourself your own pump without spending the
that's what like that's what like the windmills use, right? A windmill well uses a worm screw pump.
The smart designs do. You know, because everybody's always trying to invent a new mousetrap.
Yeah, no, there's a few wells out here from old homesteads where the windmill still spins and the pump still pumps, and it feeds into a big
is it mechanically sound?
Concrete storage tank, and then the tank overflows into like a trough for some of the free range cattle out here.
Because honestly, that would be way cheaper than, you know, I mean, you need a pump and then you need an electrical motor to run the pump. You know, I mean, yeah, that's a big project. So yeah, I think that would be even more for somebody like you. You know, it'd be more cost effective for sure.
Yeah. Well, and I think these ones are in areas where the water's not that deep. Like I can just tell by the terrain that there's, you know, groundwater a lot closer to the surface where I see these windmills, which is, you know, where people would homestead back in the day. They're not going to homestead somewhere where they have to dig a fucking 700-foot well, you know.
You have to find an engineer that could do the load calculation on how big of a worm screw you would need. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but yeah, no, there's places out here. I mean, they're kind of like possible bug out locations for me. You know, I keep all those things marked down where they're at. As long as you can hold them, right? Go out there, fucking claim it, and keep everybody else away, and it's yours, right?
Yeah, Saint says his is 55 inches. That's pretty much what ours is. You just dig down a couple feet and you'll hit water.
Yeah. I wish, man. No, it's all about the water storage out here. I wish I had a, you know, big 5,000, 10,000 gallon tank, but those things are expensive. So
like 100-foot well here is like a big well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know.
Oh, he said feet. Okay, my bad.
55 feet. Well, I mean, still, you can do that yourself, you know. Just with if you have a running water source, or, you know, get you a tank, you bring a tanker truck out with a few thousand gallons of water and just use that water pressure and some PVC pipe. You can just fucking dig your own well that way. I'm sure you've seen those guys, right? They just basically use like a water drill. You know, they use PVC pipe and keep jamming it into the ground until they reach groundwater.
I've got a gravity-fed fire hydrant right around the corner.
You don't mess with the dog. You don't do that there. Fuck it.
Oh shit! HDP just demoted you.
Yeah, at the same time as insulting me.
Captain to private. Damn.
Just for a glance that I misinterpreted a thing. I know the difference between inches and feet. Below me.
Who else is out in the chat? Anybody new out there besides HTP?
Yeah, Saints is.
Saints. Right on.
He's joining in the pummeling.
Right on. Well, I'm going to set you guys down for a minute. I'll be here listening, but I got to stay muted. I'm going to be rinsing out these barrels.
Got 10 people watching Tony's chat here. I guess that's some of us included. Where did Tony go? G left?
G's here. He might not be here, but his thing's here.
I'm here. I just got off at 7 though. Fucking.
What are you sitting on the couch passing out?
This your weekend?
Yeah, dude. I went to work at 6 o'clock yesterday. So I'm just chilling now.
You on your weekend or?
Yeah, but they want me to come in and work tonight. I don't know. I told them I'll think about it. But,
OT.
dude, I've been on OT for like the last 3 days. I've been on OT because I've been there so fucking much. I had to knock this land out and fucking. I got take care of the Jeep and a bunch of shit. So I gotta put the hours in.
So how long did YouTube put you in jail for your being a white supremacist trash talker, hate speeching?
On the Tony channel, the 3 months. 3 months.
You skirted that one. You showed them. Here you are alive.
I know, right? They're a bunch of fucking. They're ruining everything. Everybody's ruining everything, making it fucking lame. If everybody just quit crying about everything, let's just live life.
Can we all just get along?
Yeah, I'm supposed to be off for the next 2 days, but everybody's asleep at night, because fucking they got work and school in the morning. So me, I'm a night owl anyway. I can just fucking go into work when I'm on night. I can go into work every fucking night of the week if I need to. You know what I mean? Because I ain't got shit going on.
You're too far away from your microphone, man.
Oh, am I?
Yes, you are.
I was saying on nights I can literally go into work every night because everybody at home is asleep anyways because they got work and school during the weekdays, So, I mean, I can almost go to work damn near every day of the week when I'm on grave and pull that time while everybody's sleeping. But then I got to come home and sleep. That's the tricky part,
So you getting home just in time, basically, to take the kids to school?
Yeah, but wife usually handles everything. I usually just come home, fucking maybe eat, and then I go to sleep, and I sleep. I sleep way more on graves. Daytime, I fucking go to bed late. I get up early. When I'm on graves, I fucking sleep almost the whole day till it's time to go back to work.
What's your position, man? What do you do?
Right now, I'm a supply operator, so I supply all the raw material for the plant to run. So
you're just making sure that the machines are fed?
More or less, hanging paper, doing fiberglass, starch, sugar, boric acid, and all the other compounds and ingredients.
You driving a fork?
What's that?
You driving a forklift or?
Yeah, I drive a bunch of them. I drive like a regular forklift, I drive a clamp truck, which picks up big rolls of paper, right. And I also drive like a poker. They call it a poker, I guess. I don't know what the fucking correct term is. But yeah, I drive like.
They make all kinds of attachments for them damn things.
Yeah. The clamp one's probably one of the funner ones.
One of the weirdest ones I ever drove was a slip sheet forklift. They don't use wooden pallets. They actually use cardboard pallets, and this grabber extends with scissor arms, opens up, the mouth grabs the lip of the cardboard, and you have to gently pull it on your forks. Like the scissors pull it back onto the forks. It was fucking weird. It sucks, actually.
You're basically dragging it?
Yeah, you tilt the forks at the right angle, and you just pull the pallet up on the forks, and then you lift off and go. It sucked actually. They do that for Tide, like laundry detergent. They don't use wooden pallets. I don't know why. So whoever thought of that's an idiot because it sucked. Actually, it caused more problems than it needed to, I think. But I'm not a suit. But that Reckitt and Benckiser, they're one of the big producers of like Pledge, here in Missouri. Pledge, Tide, laundry detergents, furniture polishes, all this crap. It's like a bottling plant, and that's what they used was cardboard pallets. And I worked for them for a while.
It's always cause and effect. Somebody invented a freaking cardboard pallet, then they had to invent something to actually pull it around, drag it around, or lift it up, right?
Yep. I just drive one for FedEx now. Nothing exciting at all.
I'm a forklift?
Yeah, I'm a package handler.
For FedEx?
Yes, sir.
That's a pretty good gig, right?
Yeah, I got
Just a side gig.
like I got promoted at maybe like this two month mark, and I'm already like they're basically trying to promote me again, and I don't know, I kind of like where I'm at, but I kind of some days I like where I'm at, more days than not I like where I'm at, and some days I hate where I'm at. So I don't know, more money, but more of a mental drain. Now is labor. I labor all night long. You
Hey,
know?
let me ask you guys, each of you, if you could be in business for yourself, what would you be doing?
I actually have my own business with my father and my sister, so we do heating, air conditioning, electric. We're shooting for a commercial level. Right now we just do residential.
Okay, well, let me rephrase the question. If you could be in business for yourself, not working another job or anything else, what would you be doing?
I'd be a football coach, a high school football coach, where it's like just enough responsibility to where I feel like, yeah, we got to win state, but like at the same time, like it's not like college or like fucking like, you know, I'd expect I'd have to have good results to stay a high school football coach, but I don't know, dude. There's always been something about. I love football. I love football to death, dude. The NFL shit is a heartbreak. That shit is so gay, but I love football to death. So football and not too much responsibility. So high school football coach. That's what I do. Dream job.
I don't know. The term mad scientist kind of comes to mind, but I'm just going to leave that there.
I mean, I don't know if that's in business for myself, but I'd treat it that way. You know, I mean, I'd be working for the school district. I'd have good bennies.
Rules for Nugs: never ever buy them a chemistry set for Christmas. Like that.
I know it'd be more of a mechanical kind of mad scientist. You know, build a giant killer robot type stuff.
HDP would be
A communist hating killer robot.
There you go. HDP would be a guided wilderness tour guide. Saints and Sappers, he would open a strip club for homeless tender nuggets. Yeah. That went off the deep end quick.
What's funny is I'm being serious. Like, I'm dead serious. That's what I would do.
Well, you can't be dead serious and funny at the same time, can you?
I don't know. Can you?
Right?
Shock and awe. Dun, dun, dun.
Shock and awe. Heck yeah.
I'd fund the revolution.
I just installed a new reservoir cup, pressure hose, all that in front of my bike for my brakes. Went and test rode it the other night. A pretty good ride around the city. Got good footage of it. This camera, man, I mean, the microphone on it sucks, dude. I was like, I don't edit videos. I don't even know how to edit videos. One of those stupid people out there. I just don't even want to try to edit videos, but got some really good footage. The point is that I'm doing the job that I like. My buddy was standing there. We walked back over to our bikes as we were downtown. We stopped at this bar, got a burger, and had a beer. This chick and her boyfriend came up, looking at the motorcycles. She rides a ZX10. You know, I'm like, wow, this chick rides a super bike. And my buddy's like, you didn't even try to like get her business or nothing. You're so, you know, you don't even know how to market yourself or anything like that. I'm like, yeah, I got a full plate. I used to rent her.
All you need is business cards. Get business cards.
Oh, I have business cards. I just didn't have any on me in my wallet.
Oh.
And that's why he started making fun of me. So he's like, you don't even know how to market yourself. You didn't even try to get her information. I'm like, yeah, but she got mine. So,
that works.
Yeah, it works. I just can't picture myself doing anything different. I've been doing it for too long.
Good. I'll give you a job building killer robots. You're pretty mechanical.
Killer robots. Mm-hmm. I'll do the building. You'll do the programming. Is that how it's going to work?
No, I build too. I kind of do. I'm a kind of a do-it-yourselfer, man. I do a little bit of everything. So you'll see me doing a little bit of everything.
Heck, HD.
I was going to ask you, man. I wish I lived near you. You got a welder?
Oh, I've got a couple of welders.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Fucking little 80 amps MIG welder, and it sucks. My fucking stainless exhaust broke on my Accord, and I got to weld it. My welder won't do it, and I'm kind of sad about that.
What'd you say? The wiring?
No, my it's an 80 amp, dude. I got fucking 1/4-inch stainless steel racing exhaust on my Accord.
Okay.
And the 80 amp won't do it. It's not gas fed, dude. It's just, you know.
Welding stainless sucks anyways. You know that? It really does.
I even tried preheating it and everything, dude. It didn't work. I was able to get one little tack on it to hold. That was it.
Let's see. HD, if you marketed those piggies every day, daily, streaming the piggies, you'd probably get paid on that. It'd be up there with cat videos and dog videos.
Hey, there's always a market for bacon. He's as far as I'm concerned, he's doing better than all of us, dude, because the future millionaires are going to be farmers.
Yeah.
That's not Lieutenant or Captain Quasar saying that. That's
what we should, people. You know what? We should all get together, form a company, and go to South Africa and be mercs, like HD said. Make a lot of money that way.
No, we only make the money if we're the administrative that send the mercs over there.
Right.
So that's what we got to do. And we can sit back in our compound and play with all the helicopters and tanks.
Well, Saints changed his mind. He's not going to open up a strip club. He'd rather be a YouTube star.
He already is, in my eyes.
I'm thinking he does porn. That's why he never shows his face, because we probably see him on porn videos or something.
He is always talking about a third leg, so you never know.
Saints and sappers. Get it? Sappers. Never mind. All right.
and then he always, well, I don't know. I'm going to put this on live, but yeah, never mind.
Watch the wild geese before you go. Oh, shit. Oh, man, this guy called me yesterday, and he swears that I've done work to his bike. and I don't even recall the dude's name. His phone number wasn't familiar. And all he wants is an oil change. I'm like, man, really? You can change the oil on your own bike? Like, super simple, dude. Half an hour.
Dude, I mean, I've sent you pictures before, man, dude, because you helped me fix my one buddy's bike, put a starter in.
Is that right?
You don't remember that? Yeah.
Was I drinking that night?
That's been a couple of years, dude. I don't know.
Okay.
Isn't it weird how long we've known everybody's known each other?
Yeah, you look back and you're like, wow, man, the last 4 or 5 years flew by.
But yeah, I got a buddy at work. He's a like 25-year-old kid, and I'm doing his oil. I already put a water pump in his car and a timing belt. Got him for $280. I should have charged more because the shop wanted $700.
What kind of car is it?
It was a little fucking Hyundai.
Okay, a Hyundai. What was it like putting a timing belt in that thing? Not bad, right?
Oh, dude, they're simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, all you do is undo, a couple motor mounts, support the engine with a jack and a block of wood, blah, blah, blah. Gives you plenty of room to get in there.
Oh, you got to jack up the motor?
Yep. Support it, whatever, undo the motor mount, just one, and then lift it up like, 8 inches, and it gives you plenty of room.
Yeah. Man, I've got to go through and remove this intake off this Tahoe. I've got a couple of knock sensors I still got to put in. The way they designed it is kind of fucking weird, man. 5.3 liter, that's an LS motor. The knock sensors sit right up underneath the intake, and there's like a plate that goes across the deck of the motor, which normally you'd be able to see the what they call the valley, of the V8, where you expose all the push rods and all that other shit.
Uh-huh.
But the way they designed this, it's just the way the top of the block is machined or put together or whatever. It's just solid through there, and that's where the knock sensors go. So in order to do that, then I got to replace the intake gaskets, all that other shit. Kind of a pain in the ass job.
I got an 03 Impala. It's my nephew's. We got it. It needs a head gasket. We got it tore apart out there, dude. It was bad. Trying to get it out the driveway.
6-cylinder in it?
Yeah, V6, V-block.
Yeah. They're not that bad.
Dude, actually, there's a lot of shit. Their intake on them is crazy. Their intake manifold, because the fuel injection routes through it, and it's one piece in itself.
Right.
So there's 2 pieces to the intake manifold. There's a top and a bottom. So you got to take the top off and the bottom, and then you're down to the rocker arms and the rods and the stuff, and then you take that off, and you're down to the head gasket.
Chevy's been doing that for a while. Even on my old pickup truck, same thing. It's a two-piece intake. Yep. The top half is it's like a polymer, and then the bottom half of the intake is like a standard intake.
The
way it sits there.
Yeah, dude, it was bad, man. The head gasket had blown a blown side. You could clearly see it. It was scorching out the side, but it didn't ruin nothing, thankfully. We're just gonna replace that. Dude, there was water literally in the cylinders. I don't even know how it was igniting and getting compression.
Wow, really?
There was probably in the center cylinder on the left side, the front of the engine, there was probably 4 or 5 cups of water in that cylinder.
What did the oil look like?
Nasty foam water antifreeze crap that had been getting in there mixing.
Motor milk.
yeah, the yellow foamy milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked bad.
When he blew the head gasket, went through the water jacket, I imagine.
I just didn't really expect to see that much water. It blew me away to see that. And my dad's an old mechanic, Matt, and not for automobiles, for machines though, but he still knows his shit. And Yeah, he was like, holy shit, I've never really seen that much water in one.
Right, in a cylinder.
Yeah, in any type of combustion engine. There's a lot of water.
Thanks where the super chat is. He's feeling generous, and then he said, "Oh well."
It don't matter. It don't matter. Me and you wouldn't get none. It just go to Tony, and he's sleeping.
I still don't get the concept of the super chat.
Dude, YouTube gets a cut out of it. That's why I'd never donate to it, because YouTube.
Okay, so that's what it's all about is money, right? That's what
YouTube takes a percentage.
Oh, Chris just pulled up. That's little R6. He's here to bust my balls. Probably asked me some stupid shit about his bike.
I'd like to get a bike man one day, but I'd kill myself. I'm too much of a daredevil. Major junkie.
It's just weird, man. Something about riding these bikes, man. It, that hour or so after you start riding it, getting really comfortable on them, Mr. Hyde takes over. What's up, dude?
Exactly.
What's that? Why are you bringing me a bottle of Awesome?
Because you were so kind to let me get a bottle of Awesome.
So you brought back a bottle of Awesome? Could have kept it.
Okay.
You say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
All right.
Yeah, Dave.
Thanks, man.
No, I appreciate you helping me out with the bottle of Awesome.
Oh, right on.
What goes around comes around, right?
So they say. I'm going to get out of here, guys.
All right, man. Have a good day.
Yeah. Tony, thanks for having me. He's passed out.
I think I'm going to bail on him, too, because if he's
You're going to leave his chat open.
We're gonna leave you in here, Tony, like Hillbilly.
Dude, I wish we could turn on the camera and see his ass passed out on the couch. He's sitting in front of it.
Didn't it used to let you do that? It don't let you do it no more, does it?
What, turn on the camera?
Yeah, you could. You used to be able to.
I think it's just the administrator or some shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Chat. Yeah.
No fun. All right, guys. Have a good day.
All right, you too. See ya.
Later.
Well, now that everybody's gone, I'm going to like to say a word about Field Sanitation.
So, man, hey, my bad. I didn't think you were coming in. You there?